So millions of white Americans have now come out and claiming or suggesting that Charlie Kirk was a hero, that he was a good man that spoke nothing but the truth, and that how he loved all people, right? As an African American man, hearing some of the words that he spoke, most would suggest that Charlie Kirk was a racist, he was a fascist, right? And he said a lot of disparaging things about African Americans. To be fair, what I want to do in this video, I'm going to play Charlie Kirk in his own words. We need to hear from the man himself in his own words and let you be the judge of it. I'll come back at the end and express my thoughts after we watch this video.
If I see a black pilot, I'm going to be like, boy, I hope he's qualified. It begs the question, when you see a black pilot, you wonder, you say, I hope they are qualified. And in the spirit of affirmative action, we have Ramon and Cadillac are your two pilots. They've never flown before, but they are black. If I'm dealing with somebody in customer service who's a moronic black woman, is she there because of her excellence, or is she there because of affirmative action? I'm only here because of affirmative action. Yeah, we know you do not have the brain processing power to otherwise be taken really seriously.
The war on white people continues.
You had to go steal a white person's slot to go be taken somewhat seriously.
We are raising a generation of weak people like Simone Biles.
LeBron James is a self-interested, narcissistic, and we know he's not very smart.
You're representing your nation. You're selfish sociopath.
Not very bright, not wise, not somebody of good character.
She is a shame to the country.
Blacks in America did not have the same rights they had today. Data shows they were actually better in the 1940s.
Let's get loud for Kyle Rittenhouse. I'm also going to offer some context and some nuance about the death of George Floyd that no one dares to say out loud, which is that this guy was a scumbag. Does that mean he deserves to die? That's two totally different things. Of course not.
Prowling blacks go around for fun to go target white people. That's a fact.
There's no such thing as white privilege or racism. So
Black people are allowed to talk about black culture in a way that white culture cannot. Black people can come up and say that there's a baby mama problem in black America, and white people are not allowed to say that. Oh, I just did. So what are you going to do, cancel me? Black people are allowed to say, black people are allowed to say,
I'm a grown man, I got way
black people are allowed. Skin color now gets their own summertime celebration. Oh, wow, look how far blacks have come. It has now become a racial complaining day. Thomas Sowell and Justice Clarence Thomas are far better black role models to celebrate than Martin Luther King. This guy is not worthy of a national holiday.
There's a mythology around MLK that does not warrant the reverence that he gets treated with in America.
We have a federal holiday to a guy that talked about race all the time.
Kirk describes King as, quote, a bad guy. It's true.
We celebrate the Civil Rights Act more than the American founding.
The country made a mistake when it passed the Civil Rights Act. Also true.
Ketanji Brown Jackson is what your country looks like on critical race theory.
You're going to remove my appendix and you're a black lesbian?
Ketanji Brown Jackson is an embodiment of the tyranny that we currently live under. She's an ideological, unintelligent, yet confident fanatic.
Right.
So she wants to be the first ever black woman on the Supreme Court, yet she won't even admit that she's a woman.
So materially insane to think that 1 in 5 American women will be raped in their life.
It is, I agree.
No, meaning that they're lying about being raped. That
You're comparing abortion to the Holocaust.
Absolutely, I am. In fact, it's worse. It's worse. By the way, this is my other problem with death penalty. It takes too long, too many appeals. It should be public. It should be quick. It should be televised. At what age should you start to see public execution?
16.
I think you could do it earlier. I think you maybe at age 12.
I want to watch that execution. That'll make my day better. A lot. I mean, Joe Biden is a bumbling, dementia-filled, Alzheimer's, corrupt tyrant who should honestly be put in prison and or given the death penalty for his crimes against America. Kamala Harris wants to see the elimination of the United States of America.
There's not much you can do, folks. You have a government that hates you. You have a traitor as the president. Buy weapons. I keep on saying that.
As top Republicans reject any link between GOP rhetoric and Paul Pelosi assault. If some amazing patriot out there in San Francisco wants to really really be a midterm hero? Someone should go and bail this guy out. Native-born Americans, you better buy weapons, everybody. Have a lot of guns at your disposal. I would never leave your home without a weapon.
I think it's worth to have a cost of, unfortunately, some gun deaths every single year so that we can have the Second Amendment to protect our other God-given rights. We actually need looser gun laws because I think that free laws. Oh, yeah.
They said we have more guns at the Turning Point HQ than you can imagine. Yeah, if anyone ever tries to come, that will not end well. Oh, no. Imagine the world without Joy Reid. Imagine the world without Sheila Jackson Lee or Michelle Obama or Ketanji Brown Jackson.
I am channeling the emotions of millions of conservatives who are angry. They knew Charlie. They loved Charlie. They viewed Charlie as a mainstream conservative Republican. It's on my mind tonight, and conservatives everywhere. The idea that people are saying, well, he was an extremist, or he was a racist, or he was a Nazi, or a misogynist, whatever. Charlie Kirk was a mainstream conservative Republican. He had views that are held by tens of millions of people, including more than half the country in the last election.
So I would first like to thank y'all for watching the video. I ask that you put your thoughts about Charlie Kirk's comments in the comments section. Share your thoughts in the comments section. So first thing that I would like to address is Charlie Kirk spoke a lot about DEI and how if he would see a black person, on a plane, that he would wonder, my God, are they DEI? Let me clarify one of the misconceptions about this whole DEI thing going on. The biggest recipients of DEI are white women. But Charlie Kirk, it seems to me, was attempting to speak fear into white folks to say black people are taking your jobs, they're unqualified, DEI are giving jobs to black people, which is a lie. White women are the #1 recipients of DEI. Let's remember that, man. For those who didn't know, let's learn that. Do your research. Data has proven that. White women are the #1 recipient of DEI. And then they're followed by Asian Americans, then Hispanic Americans, right? Then Americans with disabilities. Black people are like 5th on the list. So that narrative that he was trying to push out, or that he continued to push out, and remember, in the video as it was closing, the man said that there are millions of Americans, mostly white Americans, who agree with Charlie Kirk and have the same views as Charlie Kirk. So remember, people, for some reason they say black when we don't have nothing to do with it. It was white women are the beneficiaries of DEI. And it was the same thing with affirmative action. Same thing, white women. So as I listened to him, he's had a lot of negative stereotypes to say about black people. LeBron James is not smart. Simone Biles, they don't have the thinking power when speaking of, some of the greats like Michelle Obama, and different other black people, man. They don't. So his message was actually to diminish black people. He didn't care about y'all, what was going on in our community. He did not care about us as I listened to the words that he spoke, right? So he's continuing, right? If you understand history, there was a big lie, and I made a video about it, about blacks being cursed. This lie was supported by our lovely Christian brothers. White Christians supported that. They misinterpreted the Bible to try to say that we were cursed as African Americans. Though he's not saying that words, this is what he's saying. He's putting it out. We can't think right. We're not smart. We're weak. Every view he had about black people was negative. We got President Trump in the office. He didn't say anything bad about any white people. Does he say anything bad? He'll say something about left, or Democrats or something like that. But he specifically point out black people, race. Some that's to me is an easy call. That those are racist statements, right? Racist suggestions. Why? I'm a black man. I'm an original man. And they never want us to look at the benefit or the goodness in us, man. The Most High created us like that. We are the original man, right? The first people created here on earth. Then everybody else followed. But they want to continue to try to beat us down with these negative stuff, negativity, to say you're not this, you're not that, you're not qualified. Black women are some of the most educated demographics here in America. He named so many just black people and try to downgrade them. The goal is, if he's suggesting that our greats, even like he attacked Dr. King, if you attack the head or the greats, right, everybody else fall in line. My thing today, man, I'm not afraid of white people. I know who I am. There's not a white person alive, man, that I put above me just for the sake of them being white. But see, that's how they want to suggest us. They want us to feel like that, you know, subconsciously. No, man, appreciate your blackness. God made you black for a reason. From the dust of the earth, he created you in his image, in his greatness. Don't allow the words of Charlie Kirk or any other person to cause you to think less of yourselves. And guess what? In 2025, we even have black people, right, that's following some of the madness or some of the lies or some of these racist, bigoted, misogynist thoughts that he put out. And guess what? As the man said, there are millions of Americans today who feel the same way about you. That's why they don't have no kickback on anything that Charlie Kirk said about African Americans, man. To my brothers and sisters, man, I want to say I love y'all. I get excited when I see the goodness and the greatness in y'all because I know we have it. I don't look down on my people. I'm an African American, descendants of Africans who were used as slaves. Don't just say we were slaves, descendants of slaves. We were descendants of the motherland of Kebalan, right? Africa are people who were used as slaves, man. I love my people. I ain't even going to be long-winded, man. But this is the stuff that got to be challenged, man. And you expect me to put him up as a hero? Not in my book. No hero in my book. Thank you, but no thank you, man. I know who I am. And my brothers and sisters, I encourage y'all, man, to know who you are. Love yourself, man. And that's the only way we're going to deal with our own issues. Yeah, they can point out issues that we deal with in our community, right? But that's by design, man. We got to wake up, man, and make our communities better. There's a lot of people doing a lot of good things within the community, man. And I encourage y'all to keep up the good work, man. Love yourself. Know that black is beautiful. This is black excellence, right? All the other stuff, see the highway. I don't care if it's coming from a black person or a white person, man. Don't devalue yourself no matter what others have to say about you. That's my take, man. I appreciate y'all taking the time to listen, man. But I want to encourage y'all to do better. I'm not just pointing fingers and say this is this and that, because we can point fingers at white people all day. That's not what I'm here for. I love my people, man. Y'all continue to be strong. I appreciate white people who's in the struggle, in the fight with us. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Listen, man, y'all be safe, man. If you want the truth, man, check out Mark B's perspective, where I'm not afraid to speak my mind, right? The truth and nothing but the truth. So help me God as I know it. I try to do my live streams Tuesdays, Thursdays, and sometimes Saturday. Tune in, man, where you can get the Ricky Raw. Y'all be safe out there, man. Until next time. Peace.